Just like many other young stars, Zendaya also started her career with Disney, but it wasn't all about glamour and style. She had to face many problems as well. Overall, it was a bittersweet experience for her. Let's have a look at Zendaya's journey with Disney and how she signed her life away to Disney. But before we start, please make sure to give us a thumbs up if you like our content, and don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so you can get updates about our latest videos. Zendaya was always interested in performing arts, maybe because her mother was a house manager at Shakespeare Theater in California. Being on stage or under the limelight wasn't a new thing for her, but still, when she joined Disney, she had to face many challenges. Zendaya auditioned for the main lead, Cece Jones, in Disney's Shake It Up, but could not land the role and it was offered to Bella Thorne. Although Zendaya was a professional dancer and in a show entirely centered around dancing and singing, she should have been given the advantage, but instead, Bella succeeded to bag the role, and many people thought it was only because of her color. Nevertheless, Zendaya still managed to get the role as second lead Rocky Blues and received a lot of appreciation for her dance moves and acting skills. Zendaya succeeded to turn heads with her exceptional performance, but it came with a price. Luckily, her parents were ultra supportive, who made efforts to make their daughter's dreams come true. Zendaya had to move to LA for her role on Shake It Up, so her father decided to quit his job and move with her while her mother had to do two jobs to pay for the expenses. Recalling these days, Zendaya told Glamour, "I got my first job on the Disney Channel when I was 13, and it was just me and my dad in an apartment in downtown LA. It was very difficult because I was dealing with all the pivotal girl moments. I remember getting my period and him not knowing what to do. It was a weird transitional phase." Zendaya and Bella Thorne are very good friends, and recently when Zendaya was nominated for an Emmy for her role in Euphoria, Bella sent her good wishes and said she would be more than happy if Zendaya wins. But things were different between the two on the sets of Shake It Up. Bella holds Disney executives responsible for always competing with Zendaya. She said Zendaya and I were put in a very unfortunate position where we were kind of forced to compete against each other, which made the whole first season of the show just very awkward for us. We wanted to love each other, but yet we were constantly being put against each other. It was who's better at this and who's better at that. The two later realized the situation and finally solved it out during the second season, and that was the moment when they became friends. Apart from getting the second lead, Zendaya had to face discrimination from many officials at Disney, including her own publicist. Once when Zendaya did not like her hair in a cover shoot for a magazine and talked to her publicist about that, she replied she should be happy because she was the first black woman on the cover. Zendaya also experienced hair damage due to styling because apparently her hair did not meet a certain beauty standard. She told People Style, "I've experienced hair nightmares. On the first season of the Disney Channel's Shake It Up, heat styling destroyed my hair. I was only 14 years old and I didn't know how to protect my hair, so it took over 2 years to grow it back, which really sucked." According to Cosmopolitan, Zendaya was only 17 years old when she put out her self-titled debut. The single Replay was an instant hit, but there's a reason you haven't heard her singing in recent years. In an interview with Paper, Zendaya revealed that she purposely paused her music career, claiming the industry takes a little bit of passion away from you. She didn't elaborate on how, but left a little hint that bad contracts may be to blame. "It sucks you dry a little bit. What I thought I wanted, it's not what I want anymore, especially when I think about what I had to deal with in the music industry," Zendaya said. "If anyone asks, my number one advice, it's to look over those contracts, every single word, and don't sign anything that isn't worth it to you." Although Zendaya had to go through rough patches when working on Shake It Up, but when Disney again called her for Casey Undercover, Zendaya decided to make a comeback in Disney. She had a clear purpose in mind for taking on the show. She said, "When I left Disney, there weren't any families of color on the channel. That was a big reason why I wanted to come back." She expressed her thoughts about coming back to Disney in an interview with Cosmopolitan. She said, "The only way I was going to come back to the Disney Channel was if I was in a position of more power. One thing that is really important to me is diversity on the channel. It's hard as a young person of a different ethnicity or background to look at the TV and not see anyone who looks like you. Representation is very important." She wanted the show to be centered on a family of color because she wanted to use the platform for representation. As the executive wanted her back, Zendaya was in a position to make certain demands. She did not only ask to change the title of the show from Super Awesome Katie to Cassie Cooper, but she also wanted to be a part of decision-making. So she asked the franchise to make her producer of the show, and it was due to her interference that Cassie wasn't a usual singing and dancing teen as shown on Disney's projects. Zendaya wanted to make her a strong teenager with a slightly different role. While speaking to Vogue, Zendaya said there are multiple things other than arts that a girl can do, so Cassie became a math genius and an undercover spy. Zendaya said about the character, "I want her to be martial arts trained. I want her to be able to do everything that a guy can do. But I also want her to be socially awkward, not a cool kid. I want her to be normal with an extraordinary life." Disney decided to meet her demands, and she became one of the youngest producers in Disney's history. She was the co-producer on 43 episodes and producer on 9. Zendaya succeeded in what she wanted to achieve with the show. She said, "I think I've successfully made a show that not only allows for representation but sees girls in a powerful and strong position." Casey Undercover was her last venture with Disney, and when the last episode was released, she took it to Twitter to announce her departure from Disney. She wrote, "Tonight is the last episode of KC, and therefore my last episode on Disney Channel." Her fans loved the show. That's why when she left, everyone was sad. One of the fans wrote on Twitter, "One of the last good TV shows on Disney." While another fan was already waiting for her next venture, she tweeted, so proud of you. I can't wait to see what you do next." It's not only Disney. Zendaya has always faced a bit of criticism and discrimination based on her color and ethnicity. She wore her hair in dreadlocks to the 2015 Oscars and faced many negative comments for her fashion and styling choice, but Zendaya stood by her decision and said, "My wearing my hair in locks on an Oscar red carpet was to showcase them in a positive light, to remind people of color that our hair is good enough. To me, locks are a symbol of strength and beauty." But nothing could stop her from exploring new endeavors. She was just 19 years old when she became the face of CoverGirl. While speaking to Teen Vogue, Zendaya said, "CoverGirl celebrates powerful, beautiful, and strong women of different races and ethnicities. It's inspiring. I'm thrilled to be part of the diversity and expansion of beauty." Through all these challenges, Zendaya has emerged as a strong and powerful girl. From a Disney star in Shake It Up and a martial arts expert in Casey Undercover to a strong role in Euphoria and MJ in Spider-Man, the girl knows how to make a statement. So what do you guys think about her journey through all these years? Do let us know in the comments section and keep watching for more updates.